Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Brooklyn Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith. At center, Ben Simmons. At the other forward position, Cameron Johnson. At point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. At the other guard position, Mikal Bridges. The head coach of the visiting team, John Vaughn. It's time to introduce the starting five for your Charlotte Hornets. At center, 6'11" from Kentucky, Nick Richards. At forward, 6'7" from Kentucky, number 25,
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. And let's go straight over to the sideline for a report.
Hey, Brian. What?
A little more meaningful building from the ground up, Alan. Thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Cameron Johnson out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Dinwiddie in at the one. And for the Hornets, Rozier out on the wing with Hayward. Washington out there with Nick Richards. And it's the closer in at point. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup. And nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
First team foul.
The first free throw is good. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Here's Charlotte. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
They're facing a conference opponent that bested them last season. This will be a great test for both sides. Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Here's Dinwiddie following the bucket by the Hornets. And there's Simmons on the assist by Dinwiddie.
We know the interior is Ben Simmons' comfort zone. He can get his shots at this range.
Here's Carr. Sends it home from three-point land. He has 7.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Dinwiddie. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Boy, you think about the start of Spencer Dinwiddie's career. It was rocky. This guy falls to the second round. He gets waived a couple of times. It wasn't until he found his way to the Nets that he started to find his footing.
And the Hornets making a change here. Ball's checked in. Now here's Hayward. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Sometimes the defense is willing to contest that in-between game, and Terry Rozier says, listen, if it's a bucket, I'll take it.
Talking about Dinwiddie, he steadily improved with Brooklyn, Doris.
He sure did, B.A., averaging 20 points per game during that 19-20 season. Then he was rewarded with a huge free agent deal during the summer of 2021. Perseverance is a big-time part of his story.
Simmons, the pass to Dinwiddie. Ooh, a good look from Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Sometimes the mid-range is your best opportunity. Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
Hayward's shot is off. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Johnson against Ball. Johnson passes to Bridges. Here's Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. Stolen by Ball. Here's Richards. He's marked by Finney Smith. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Pass to Johnson. From the arc. Nice shot by Finney Smith. It's all knotted up.
Now Dorian Finney-Smith increasingly efficient offensively. Good feel for when to rise and fire.
Charlotte calls timeout.
It is Dorian Finney-Smith make a name for himself in the NBA.
So for the Hornets, Williams is checked in for Richards. Martin comes in for Washington. And it's Smith in for Rozier. Hayward, good.
Well, this is why it's important that Gordon Hayward continue to space the floor. When he's hitting from distance, boy, it unlocks every aspect of his game.
Now here's Finney Smith. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And even though Finney Smith went undrafted, he still made the opening day roster for the Mavs in 2016.
PA, it shows you how quickly he made an impression on that team. This guy's a hard worker. He makes excellent decisions at full speed. This is a guy who can guard multiple positions. He's improved his three-point shooting. Love his story.
The Hornets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Martin. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
Well, that's his shot right there. You know, if he gets any kind of room, he's going to dial it up from distance.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Bridges. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Pass to Bridges. Now Simmons. Outside Finney Smith. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Guys, when the conversation is about the Charlotte Hornets, obviously there is a figure that looms large, and that's the majority owner, Michael Jordan, the man who has 6 NBA titles, the man who many consider the greatest player to ever play the game.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. O'Neal comes in for Johnson. Thomas, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Since MJ took over as owner of the Hornets in 2010, he's tried to keep them competitive.
Unlike when MJ was a player in a huge market like Chicago, in a market like Charlotte, it's much smaller. It's a bigger challenge to attract marquee talent. But I would say this, they've got some exciting young talent on their roster. You begin with LaMelo Ball, certainly potential there to build on.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now here's Finney Smith. He's got 10. Pass to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Williams grabs the board. Charlotte has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Here's Martin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Martin's got 7 points.
I'll tell you, allow him to get to the spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Here's O'Neal. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Claxton. Pass to Thomas. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Hayward for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Here's O'Neal. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's the Hornets. They lead by 5.
The Nets, 22. Your Hornets,
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the floor for the Nets, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point.
It would seem to me with PJ was ingrained in his DNA. Why? Each of his parents' guys played Division I basketball.
Pass to Johnson. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Johnson. From deep. Hits a three-pointer. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. All right, Doris, how has it helped P.J. Washington growing up in a basketball family?
Well, I think if you have 2 college players, 2 high-level college players, it automatically means you've got 2 high-level coaches who can help develop your skills at a young age. But the other part of this, the mental aspect, such a huge advantage to have people who've been there and done that.
The Hornets with a lead. Here's Carr. 14 points for him. And that was good. He's got 16.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
So the Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in.
once again for
Dinwiddie with it. 11 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Here's Carr. They get it back. Washington passes to Rozier. Here's Carr. The three is up. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Out to the right wing. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. The shot comes out. And Charlotte.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Rozier against Bridges. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim. But if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Mikhailuk's checked in for Martin. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Carr. Good on the 13-footer. 21 points in the game.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Claxton. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Rozier. And not many teams have as solid a piece to build around as the Hornets do with LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo clearly is a guy who has incredible confidence, incredible vision and passing ability. when you look at his ability to make the game easy for the players around him, and sometimes in transition to make those elite athletes look incredibly special, he is a guy that you would enjoy playing with.
Rozier outside. Here's Carr. And the Hornets, another three.
His third shot from downtown this quarter. 4 for the game.
Here's Dinwiddie. 6 points for him. It's stolen. Tipped away. Dinwiddie against Rozier. Pass to Carr. Shoots over Bridges. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
I'll say this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Dinwiddie. Softly drops in the floater. Dinwiddie's got 6 in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Claxton. Back to Bridges. To the paint. And there's Dinwiddie. That one's good. On the assist by Bridges. Bridges has got 3 assists now in this one. Charlotte's gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Jacks up a 3. And the basket by Mikhailuk. And the Hornets lead by 14.
Taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And there's a defensive 3-second call.
Brooklyn ball.
Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden, Doris, they played just 16 games together. It was all said and done.
Just so for a Nets organization that had